We'll go to our Abuja studio now, where Mutia Adekbujo will join us. He's the country manager for La Liga in Nigeria. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. It's my pleasure being here again.
Good to have you.
Yep.
So let me fire the first question. It's about the just concluded youth training, talking about training of coaches by La Liga. What was it all about, and what's the aim of this particular training to the Nigerian Professional Football League?
Well, when I came here last year, I think that, we talk about, the partnership, technical and commercial partnership. And this training of, coaches is part of, the technical partnership that, NPFL and, La Liga, have. So, going forward, there's going to be a tournament in April. That's, the Youth League, NPFL under 15 promises, in which La Liga is supporting. And we believe that, the youths, from that stage, they have to know all the rudiments and everything. So in terms of, supporting the coaches and, giving them, at least, ideas and, knowledge, the way they are doing things in Spain, and we just decided to bring them in resource persons, coaches from Spain, to give them a clue and to help, so that they can start training the youth coaches towards the tournament in April.
Okay, towards that tournament in April, which everyone is expecting that it's going to actually help, especially feeding the bigger clubs in NPFL. Now, how many of these clubs have actually bought into having a feeders team? Because this is going to be the base for most of these clubs.
It's going to be the base. I've managed club before, and I know how it works and how it is in Nigeria. Actually, there is no club in Nigeria, Premier League club, that has a youth system. And the way it, they do it in Spain. They have, under 12, from 11, 10, 11, 12, and upward. And these are the things that, we believe that, can help our youth and our clubs if, they have, youth structure, and they have been managed very well, and, the players have been coached very well. It's going to help the clubs, number one, and it's going to help us in future in the national team too. So it's just, a way of, making the clubs, to have a youth structure and, youth team, the way things are done, and, to be done, very correctly. And it's going to help us, a great deal.
Okay, what we're saying now is how many of the Nigerian clubs, how many clubs in the NPFL have actually bought into that particular idea? How ready are they to actually take part in this youth league?
I believe, all the clubs have bought into it. It was introduced, and in the General Assembly. That's the General Assembly last year, and they all agreed. And they all bought into it, and I believe all of them sent their youth coaches, and everything is working on well. We're just waiting for April so that they can start the tournament.
Okay, we know that the La Liga partnership signed in 2016 have actually recorded a whole lot. We had the All-Star team that played in Spain, and also recently we have a Nigerian player actually moving straight from the league down to Barcelona Team B. How much success are we going to see, in the course of this partnership?
Well, I believe it's just the beginning, and right from the inception. Last year when the office was opened in Abuja here, a lot of things many things has happened, and many things are still on the pipeline that we are going to roll out very soon. We have some set target and some programs which this year we're going to roll out, and I believe everyone is going to see the benefit of the partnership very soon. We are seeing it it's not a matter of just rushing into things, and we have to elaborate and see the way things are going to go. And I believe Nigerian football is going to benefit a lot from it.
Yeah, obviously we can't talk about Nigerian football without talking about the second tier of the league in the country. That's the nationwide League One. I mean, what do they stand to gain from this partnership with the La Liga?
Well, as at the moment, I believe the Nationwide League has a partnership with NPFL, and NPFL has a partnership with La Liga. And everything goes hand in hand, and whatever NPFL is gaining, I believe they are trying to bring along a Nationwide League in which is going to benefit all the clubs, all the coaches. And if things like this is happening, it's only necessary and very good for Nationwide League and others to benefit from it. And I believe that from there things are going to continue working very, 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 very fine.
In a nutshell, what you're saying is that whatever NPFL is doing with La Liga is going to trickle down to all other tiers of the league in Nigeria. That's the way it's going to be?
Yes, that's the way it's going to be. Although La Liga has a partnership and NPFL, LMC, they are trying to restructure club football and make things work, make club football work. From there, it's going to go down into the national team too, because the clubs, the players are the ones that is feeding the national team. So I believe everything work hand in hand, and everything work together, and that is just the aim of it. The football circle and sports circle and everything to benefit from whatever is coming.
Okay, now there's this support, La Liga support for the internally displaced persons, in the north in Borno State through Economy Warriors. Tell us more about this particular support.
Well, at the moment, all I can say is that everything is on standstill now, because at that moment when everything was signed and they were going to do, there are some certain documents. La Liga, they do things in a very, very correct way. You have to provide and all that to avoid any controversy and all. And those documents were not satisfied with the documents that were supplied. So it's on standstill now, and I believe it's going to be taken up very soon.
Now, I mentioned about the move of a Nigerian player from Enyimba straight down to Barcelona Team B. How many more of this are we going to see, if anyone is going to come up? Because it seems to be that's the greatest from what we've seen so far in that partnership concerning Nigerian Professional Football League players just leaving directly from here to any clubs in La Liga.
I believe, the movement of Ezekiel Bassi to Barcelona B is just the beginning, because things have been on very low side. From Nigerian players, playing in Spain, and this partnership has opened, the door in which very soon we're going to see, more of our players. Number one, the scouts and the clubs, they are aware of the partnership, and they are aware that we have great talents in Nigeria. The only thing that is left is for our clubs to do things right and try as much as possible to motivate and let the players play and perform as a professional. And very soon we're going to see a whole lot of Nigerian players playing in Spain.
Okay, before we let you go now, Mutiu, let's talk about this particular clinic that took place over the weekend, coaching, La Liga coaching methodology. Is there an understanding with the Nigerian Football Federation that this is the way to go? We're going to use the methodology used by Spain.
Well, it depends on what the technical department of the Federation wants. La Liga is not coming here to impose any methodology. They are just coming here La Liga is coming here to share ideas, the way they did things in the beginning, and it didn't start now. So the way they have been doing things and their own method that is giving them success, they only bring tools in which, I mean, Nigeria can decide to tap from, I mean, the tools in which, I mean, La Liga, is bringing, so that, I mean, Nigeria can form its own way of life. Whatever is good for one might not be good for another. So I believe it's not a matter of, I mean, imposing. We have partnership. They are, I mean, trying to bring ideas, knowledge, the tools in which they are using, and I mean, we can tap from it and get things going.
Well, thank you so much, Mutiu Adepoju, for taking our time to talk to us this morning. Mutiu Adepoju is the country manager of La Liga in Nigeria. Thank you for making our time to talk to us this morning.
Yeah, interesting, right? They're not imposing it. Because I had to ask, I mean, since it's the La Liga methodology, that's what they use over the weekend. Yeah, so what's the understanding between the technical departments of the Nigerian Football Federation and you know, the organizers of this clinic? And it says it's not about imposing, and they just come here to share the ideas. Exactly. That's the bottom line right there.
If you like it, you got it. If you don't like it, then you just have to go like that. Well, we'll go for a break now. We'll come back. Toby Emmanuel, the assistant sports editor of New Telegraph, will be joining us to talk more on Nigerian Professional Football League and also the Champions League.